Hello, everyone. Hello, Brian. Hello, Josh, Grimble, Tim, V-Stag, Fish in a Corner, Turtle Maniac, Luke's Aquatics, Stephanie Ball. Hello, everyone. Not a lot going on tonight. I just got to pick out a Pleco, or 2 or 3 or 10, depending on how much they are. JW Aquariums, Nina Dong, Dan, causing trouble in the tank. Why do I have to go live when you have so much homework? You should have got it done before I went live. It's like 10 o'clock where you are. You should be well done by now. Big J Aquatics, how's it going, buddy? Any tips on getting baby shrimp out of a filter? Is it a hang-on back filter? Reef and Library Aquatics is the same. Really? Some reason I thought you were in Florida. I don't know why. What kind of filter? I'm assuming hang-on back filter, but I guess you could be talking canister, which would be kind of weird. Pleco obsession, yep. Well, I still got to get one for Zach, so I might as well pick one out. Terry McDonald says, Bob, I have a big problem. 3 planted tanks infected with icks, 55 plus fish, Corys included. No quarantine setup. Well, you wouldn't want to quarantine them if you had ick anyways. You'd want to treat the entire tank. So you just need to get some ick-X. I think that's ick-X is made by Aquarium Solutions. Is that right? Or is it Hikari? Here you go. This is what you need right here. ick-X. And if you use Big Steen as the promo code, you'll get 10% off, as always. How would you cycle a new tank when using RO water? The same way I would cycle a tank from not using RO water. RO water shouldn't have a bearing on your cycle at all. Hello, Bob and everyone. Bob, you really motivated me on getting a Pleco. I have now 2 bristlenose, 1 albino, and 1 black. Awesome. Are they a pair? Hopefully they breed for you. That'd be pretty sweet, if that's what you want. April Shaw says, awesome, 6K subs. Yeah, we killed it in November. Everyone did a good job. Chad, how you doing, buddy? How's the moisture in here? Well, it's snowing right now. Speaking of which, I need to email Laura and tell her I'm not shipping out her fish tomorrow since it's snowing. What is the smallest Pleco? I don't know. Some people say, Luke's snowing there too. Yeah, it started snowing here. Well, it snowed here last night, and then it started snowing again about an hour ago. A lot of people say the Auto Sinkless is the smallest Pleco, if you call that a Pleco. I have brown hair like algae. Is that common hair algae or something different? I thought algae was green. Nope, algae is lots of different colors. Black, brown, green, red. Snowing there and we are getting tornadoes. Oh, well, see, it's snowing here and we're getting tornadoes over there, so that's exactly where the fish would be going through. It's a filter built in on a fluval spec. I don't see him, but I saw him go in the filter. You could probably kiss him goodbye, unfortunately. I mean, you could try to take out all the media and see if you can see it, but I mean, really, if you don't have a net small enough to get into the back, I don't know what you would do. Bar Aquarium says, how do I get my name on the list for Super Reds? That list is like a year long right now, my friend. I live in Canada and I had trouble finding a company that ships live fish to here. Eternal Maniac wants to know, anyone shipping live fish in Canada? The human Pleco. So what kind of Pleco should I get? I kind of want Plecos that would be easy to sell if I had to sell them. Bar Aquariums, I will wait. Rurutu, I want Super Reds. Everyone wants Super Reds. L-234 Zebra Pleco. I already have Zebra Plecos. I don't want any more. L-234 Pleco. A mega Lencistris. Well, that's a rare Pleco, so that's not going to do it. Butterfly Pleco. I already have butterfly Plecos. Bristlenose Plecos. I already have like 1,000 bristlenose Plecos. Alright, people. More common Plecos. Not rare Plecos, because rare Plecos don't sell easily. I need a Pleco that's, you know, obviously not a common Pleco, but a Pleco that would sell easily if I rearrange my fish room and I need to downsize my fish. So, like Columbia Zebra Plecos I'm looking at, L-231, or I could get more of Plecos I already have, I don't know. Colin Chambers says, Turtle Maniac, try looking to buy from Nova Scotia. Seems they have a lot of well-off fish stores. Yeah, it would seem so. Joey sure goes to a lot of fish stores there. Woodcats? I don't know about those. Green Phantom Pleco. Green Dragon Bristlenose. Bob, I already have those. Green Phantom Pleco. Well, I already have blue Phantom Plecos, so... I feel like I'm asking you guys what I should buy, and I'm shutting every single suggestion down. 333, the King Tiger Pleco, is not available right now. I don't want gold nugget Plecos because there's... I don't like buying Plecos, like gold nugget Plecos, because there's like 10 different types, so you never know what you're going to get. Clown Plecos are nice, but I already have those too. See, Colombian Pleco. Well, so there's Colombian Snowball Pleco, which is the L-129. L-129 Pleco. So yeah, I was looking at the L-129. The L-397. Yeah, if I got that, I would never, ever sell them. I was thinking about a Medusa Pleco. What's that, L-74 or 174? Oh, LDA. LDA. It's got to have an LDA. That's so dumb. 183 Starlight. I already have those. Blue-eyed Plecos. To me, those are just bristlenose Plecos. Blue Pinac. I've already got 3 of those. Chocolate Zebra Plecos. I'll need an L number. Let me see if Google knows. L-270. So in case you guys are wondering, I'm just looking at the wet spot tropical fish. So if they're not on that website, then I'm not gonna get them. And no big plecos. I don't want big plecos. Oh, right. The blue-eyed pleco. Yeah, I know which one you're talking about. Is it a bad idea to feed African cichlids as much as they'll eat? They'll probably get bloat if you feed them like that. What's up, glass, acrylic, box people? Are plecos necessary for tank stability? Not at all. You're thinking of getting snowball BN plecos? I don't think that's a real thing. Just bought an L-129 for $17.99. See, that's doable. How much are they here? Find L-129. Okay, $18 here. Wild caught, 1.5 inches. Okay, Kayla, what's the best fish to put in a 46 gallon and how many? What kind of fish do you like? Hoping to come up on a bunch of plecos at the auction this weekend. Yep. Okay, Bob, it doesn't look like you really want to breed any more plecos. This is just a have. If they breed, they'll breed. But if they don't, I don't care. No big, rare, bristle nose, out of stock, imaginary plecos. Yeah, see, Stephanie knows what's up. Rubber lip. I have rubber lip plecos. See, look, they have... Okay, so there's two different types of gold nugget plecos. I have no idea what you're talking about. What's the best way to make dollar bills swim in my aquarium? Buy guppies. See, like a queen arabesque would be kind of cool. But holy crap, $60? I don't know about that. I wouldn't mind some more L-91s. Susan is here, right? I thought I saw Susan. I don't know if I said hello. Sergeant Tank is here. He wants a L everything, apparently. Oh, there. Susan was here for a second. Well, I missed her. Whoops. Snowball. Oh, they're calling a 184 a snowball bristlenose? That's weird. See, people, you can't just make up your own names. I don't know. So, Seagrass Farms and Bluegrass Aquatics is calling them snowball bristlenose plecos. Never heard it called that before in my life. Of course, I guess they would know more than me. What do I know? Aquarium Co-op has some nice zebra plecos in stock. I already have zebra plecos though. If I'm buying plecos I already have, it would be L91. The redfin black spot pleco. The Lepercanthicus triactis. Longfin bristlenose are nice. Yep. My green dragons. I have green dragons. Bristlenose. Longfin. Let's see. Ooh, they have whiptail cats. Different type of whiptail cats. I've always wanted to breed Royal Farlowellas. Are my zebras making babies? No. They probably got another year to go. Royal Farlowellas always sell well if I was to breed those. Do you think breeding different species of peacock cichlids is okay? Are you talking about interbreeding them? L-204. Charles just bought one of those today. Pretty awesome looking one. But again, not on the list. My longfin super red bristlenose are almost breeding size, hoping to get some fries soon. Longfin super red bristlenose plecos are very expensive. April Shaw, I have a bunch of paraplecos already. Like Obies and Dragon Blood. I wouldn't mix my peacocks, but if other people want to, then that's their prerogative. But I wouldn't do it. Oops, never mind. It's just a Pleco stream. Get 6 L. I thought I did see L-14 on here. Well, they only have 4, so I can't get 6. I wish they'd get rid of the LDA numbers already. Just make everything L. What size is my biggest Pleco? That is where is it? Where is it? I don't see it on the list. I don't remember the L number. But it's probably starts with an M. I thought. No, it's a Leprecanthicus, but I can't remember what kind. And it's probably 8 inches. Bob, would you actually recommend erythromycin for blue-green? If it's your entire tank, then yes. Sultan Plecos are awesome. Yep. You want to see one of my Sultan Plecos? Where is it at? Here, I'll show you one of my Sultan Plecos, if I can find it. Looking for my Sultan Pleco. Oh, I think I know where it is. Maybe. Maybe not. Alright, I lied. I don't know where it is. Ignoring everyone's comment while I look for the photo of my Sultan Pleco. Let's just get rid of you. Huh. Well, never mind. I don't know where it is. Scratch that. Could have swore it was right here. Anyways, yep, Sultan Plecos are awesome. I do have some. It's a fishing scheme. Dictator of God, you need the O-rings. That's the only way I know how to do it. I would not advise any other way except for going to any CO2 refilling shop and they'll give them to you for free. L250s? Nope, I don't see L250. L52. Remember that one being a pretty nifty Pleco. Oh, that's the butterfly Pleco. Duh. See, I've been looking at too many Plecos. Can't get them all straight. Hey, about how I finally decided to set up my own fish channel. I'm Cause, which is pretty obvious. Yeah. Hey, what's going on, James? Good to see you. L75. I have 4 L75s. I have 4 of them. Alright, let me check one more place. See you later, Chad. Thanks for stopping by. See you, Matthew. L333, I don't see on the list. Again, if you want to look at the list I'm looking at, it's the wet spot tropical fish. That's the list I'm looking at. What fresh veggies do I feed them? I only feed cucumber and I know it's not fresh, but canned green beans. Yeah, my bristlenose plecos are out all the time too. Except for my 183s. My L-183s are not out all the time. I don't know. I'm leaning towards the L-129. Do they have L201? I'd buy L201, but I don't see it. A breeding group of L1s? I don't think so. No, thank you. If I can put them in your 1,000-gallon fish tank, sure. No sailfin plecos, no common plecos. But that should be pretty obvious, because I said no big plecos. Why don't perfecto lids fit AGA? Did I find the cheaper converter you need for the BioCube? Yeah, I found one for $35, but I'm still confused on it, so I don't know. Gold Nugget Pleco. Timothy, I don't like buying Gold Nugget Plecos because they always send you different ones. So if I bought one now and then ordered one in a couple months, I could get a completely different fish. David Beckencourt, how you doing? Did you get your package, David? Honestly, I totally forgot to check the tracking, so I hope you got it. We should start a petition. At least I want to start a petition to get rid of all LDA numbers. LDA numbers should be dead. No Bob, no box. Okay. I'm writing myself a note right now. David. Box. Check. Is Reef here? Reef was doing homework. Do you guys even look at the 129? That's what I said I was thinking about. The L129. It's a hypensistrus, which means it'll be pretty easy to breed. They're fairly inexpensive, so if I had to get rid of them when I redo my fish room, I could. Although I do like the L-231. Here they are. L-231. Aiden found 6 show quality blue rams for $1 and free shipping. Was it? It probably wasn't buyout. Aiden, if it's the seller I'm thinking of, Aiden, they're pretty reputable actually. And I've been to their website too. If it's the seller I'm thinking of, they do like 6 for $1 starting bid, but it never ends up for $1. Do I think $35 is a good price for tank raised zebra plecos? I would say you're probably not getting zebra plecos. Now that sounds like a scam. Cody says, hey people, where are the thumbs up? Bobachromis steenfottaquatics. I don't think I could post pictures without copyright problems. They have L91s. Yeah, Dwayne, I do have L91s. The is that the 3-beam Pleco that they sometimes call it that? Or the red spot? I don't know what it is, but I know I have them. Geek Blog TV says, this is my favorite fish channel. Alright, thank you, sir. Oh, yep, Nisi. I got your new picture now. Hello, TNF, Stephanie, David, Kayla, Mark, and Bob. Okay, back to dinner I go. Seagrass calls L-129 chocolate zebras. I think they just want to call everything chocolate. Wow, I don't remember seeing them. Yeah, 3-beam Pleco. Yeah, I got one that's actually pretty big, probably like 6 inches, and then I've got one that's 3 inches. That's the Leprechaunthus triactis, I believe. Do I have any L2 Tiger Panac? Nope. L-27 Tapaho. That's his name. I'm not making it up. Tapaho. Tapaho Pleco. Check it out. I'm not making this up. This Pleco's name is Tapaho. L-27 Tapaho. Oh, Kaz Aquatics coming in with the first super chat. $5 even. Hey, that's how much is an L-129? Let's take a look. Where'd it go? $18. That's a third of the way, almost. Kaz Aquatics is starting out a new aquatic channel, so definitely head on over there and subscribe and check it out. Nerdy Fish says, I'll Tapaho. Seriously though, right? That's how you pronounce it, right? Tapaho? Look. Oh, fire in the hole. Tapaho. They really need to get super chat for iPhone? Yeah, I don't know what the deal is with that. Only 9 trillion million people use iPhones. Alright, sorry about that. Nerdy, my GPT full shed a couple months ago. Tapaho must be from Idaho. Yep. The more you say it. Yeah. Yep. Ooh. L-141. Let's check that out. L-141. Pleco. That thing's kind of ugly. Pretty ugly. Steenfott Aquatics was your favorite Pleco L-397. Yep. And where did you buy it? Chameleon Gaming, Rob, Hicks Aquarium. Does it look good in your tank? Junkrat getting nerfed because screw Aussies. I don't know why he needs to be nerfed. That's what Blizzard does, though. They make awesome games and then they slowly crush them and kill them over time. Can goldfish be with plecos? I would say probably not a good idea. I mean, so bristlenose plecos would probably be okay, simply because they can be in colder water. Do you know what the biggest pleco? No, I have no idea. If I had to guess, I would say a sailfin or a common, but I don't know. What's a decent price for a zebra pleco? You can get them from breeders for about $100. Maybe a little cheaper, but generally around $100. Retail is going to be around $200. Your favorite is the Ancestris Claro. Yeah, that's a nice one. I think the Ancestris Claro is going to come way down in price, though, now that everyone is breeding them. Do I have L200? I do not. Do they have L200 here? L202. I don't know. Those L260s are really catching my eye. Oh, green Phantom Pleco? No, I have blue Phantom Plecos. The 128. So basically the same thing. Thanks. I found a local guy selling them for 40 Canadian. Boy, I'd be super skeptical. Can I recommend a canister filter? Well, I've only used 2 in my life. Well, technically 3. What is my goal? So the 3 I have that I can recommend real quick on the canister filter is the FX6, which obviously everyone recommends. The Finix PX360 or PF360, their small canister filter. And the other one is an Odyssey canister filter that I bought off eBay. I have 6 bob, but I got 4 at $25 a piece from Leisure Man on Aquabid. Sorry, Dwayne. What are we talking about? Which one? Dwayne. Comments will get 2 feet. Dwayne. Are you talking about the L260? L260s? Okay, I better look it up. 260 Pleco. Oh, idiot. Duh, the Queen Arabesque. I swear I've done nothing but look at Plecos for a week, and now I just can't get any of them straight. Queen Arabesque for $25. That's smoking. L340, those are rare. I don't know. They're not rare. I have quite a few of them. I think I have like 6 of them. They're pretty cheap too. Let's see, how much are they here? Why is this not working? Control find. Alright, gonna have to do it the hard way. 340. I just saw them on here. Maybe not. Maybe I'm confused again. Yeah, the Mega Clown Pleco. Yeah, those are like 20 bucks. Oh, it's down here. L3E40. Yeah, 3 for $60. I also bought 2 wild caught from Discus Origins at $60 each for the bloodlines. Yeah, they're nice fish. I'm seriously thinking about. I think I've got it narrowed down to the Colombian Zebra Pleco, the L-129, or the Queen Arabesque. But I'm not sure. The King of DIY, I bought some decals from you a while ago, but I've not received them yet. It's been like... Holy crap, there he is. Not a garage, it's a dedicated fish house. The King of DIY. Why do you have this? Oh, you're verified? That's the first time I've ever seen that in my live chat. How's it going, Joey? People are gonna freak out. Bob, you made it. The King of DIY is on deck. I haven't seen him here in Florida. Alright. Maybe Joey can We're trying to find some Plecos, Joey. Why is Joey not a mod? I think this is the first time I've seen him in my live stream. That's why. Have I got L134? That sounds really familiar. Leopard frog Pleco. Yes, I have 4 that are really close to breeding size. What kind of Plecos? I'm looking for new Plecos. I don't want large Plecos. So, I don't know. We're just throwing out ideas right now. I'm thinking of the L129, which is the Colombian Zebra Pleco, or the L260, which is the Queen Arabesque. The King in Canadian. Lucas is not here. No, Lucas hasn't been here in a long time. Someone should yell at him. Yeah, I'm buying from the Wet Spot Tropical Fish in Oregon. Joey, why does your name have a check in front of it? It's because he's verified. That means he's kind of a big deal. Have I bred 239s? Not yet. I have 3 of them. No. Yeah, 3 of them. I just bought 2 of them a couple weeks ago, and I have 1 adult, so I'm waiting for the other 2 to grow out so I can sex them. How about the Redtail L114? I do have 1 of those. I also bought that about 2 weeks ago. So 2 weeks ago I bought Plecos, and I got the L239, which is the blue Panac, and the 114, which is the, well, here they call it a red fin, but the Redtail. Just sneezed and got a bloody nose? Well, keep your finger out of it. Hey, Bob. I also sent you an email 2 to 3 weeks ago. Oh, what? Hey, Bob. Have you ever seen a fully grown iridescent shark? Nope. Yeah, when you reach 100,000 subs, you get the check mark. It means you are verified and you are who you say you are. I keep telling Bob to buy those gold tiger Plecos. Well, that's because they're like $9,000. Are you talking about the L114? Remember, I said it's got to be something that's easy to sell. So when I tear down my fish room and rebuild it, if I have to get rid of it, it's something I can sell. Not a lot of people are going to spend that kind of money on Plecos. Don't flood his live stream with that. Email me. I responded to all of them. Don't try to pull some BS here. Ooh. Getting in trouble by the king. What YouTube fish keeper besides you, Joey, that had that? I think Dustin is getting close. Yeah, Joey is the only one that I know of that's above 100,000. I don't really count Taylor Dean, but the next would be Dustin. Yeah, Joey laying the smack down. Oh, the LDA 01s. LDA 01. LDA 01. Where are they at? LDA 74. LDA 01. Oh, those are only $30. See? I was confused again. Yeah, those are pretty nice. But see, they look very similar to the L-129, which is a third of the price. Have I seen the green L-200 Plecos? Yep, my local fish store has a giant L-200. I mean, this thing is massive. I didn't even know they got that big. Grippable Grumble, $10 because you have to go to Peru somehow. Yep. So, all of the Super Chat donations go to my Peru fund, except for the $100 that I got from Zach's Tank's Crazy Aquarium guy, because he specifically wanted me to buy a Pleco. So, Kaz Aquatics says, hello, you just can't out-chat me, Grimble. I think she just did. Bob, I've been talking to Ian Fuller. When are we going? Yeah, they messaged me on, I've been talking to him too. The king of DIY. If you haven't heard of him, he has a pretty small channel. Definitely check it out. Thanks, Joey. Canadian. Is that like $1? I'm just kidding. That's why he's the king. Let's see. So, I'm going to put the LDA 01 side by side with the L-129. Yeah, Kaz Aquatics, you just got blown out of the water, my friend. Unholy Rider says, you got to go to Machu Picchu. Yeah, we definitely are. So, there's 3 different packages, and there's like a 7-day, a 10 or 12-day, and a 15-day. The only one I'll do is the 15-day, because that's the one where you go to Machu Picchu, and it's also the one where you go way up into the mountains where they've never gone before, so you have a chance to discover, actually, you have a chance to discover new species, and if you discover new species, then you get to name it. What is the Tapaho number? The king of DIY throwing down the gauntlet. 25, he says, who's gonna top me? Charles Fish and Flora says, oh my god, the god is sponsoring you. No, the king. The king. The king of DIY, do you live stream? He live streams on Facebook. I've not seen Joey live stream on YouTube yet. This is like watching a poker game. Wait, what did I miss? Oh, okay. Bob, get into breeding Corydoras. I'm going to breed my Corydoras poultures after I redo my fish room. No one can top the king, yeah. Yep, I do not live stream on here yet, just Facebook and Instagram. I will come to YouTube with it eventually. Sashimi Whiskey says, I already gave Bob all my monies. When Frank says, when I go take lots of videos, yeah, I'm bringing multiple cameras, just bags of batteries. It'll be non-stop filming. Even though I know the videos won't perform well, and I say that because you can go to, I almost said Joey, but you can go to Dustin's channel, who also went to Peru, and watch his Peru videos. They're like some of his least watched videos, but they're, in my opinion, some of his best videos. So, but I'm still gonna film it. I'm still gonna post it because I do what I want. DPK, my brother, how's those German blues? You should join the stream on YouTube, Joey, then you can read the comments. Oh, dude. If Joey live streamed on YouTube, it would be ridiculous. Dustin butchered those videos in Peru. Yeah, they weren't the best done videos, but I don't know. They were still pretty interesting, and I thought it showed a lot of things that you normally don't see. And I talked to him about it in Chicago and asked if he was going to release longer versions or more, and he said he was thinking about it, but I don't know. He's a busy guy, so I don't know that he has time to go edit old videos. What's up, Ick Tank people? Short and Anxious is finally here. Finally got off Facebook. Finally charged the phone. Fish Life, you said that you emailed me. You should know it. Contact me elsewhere. Doing this in a live stream is inappropriate. Oh, is he still talking about it? The Fish Life. Dustin picked some nice stuff in those videos. I think you were the only other one to watch it. Me and you. Alright, so anyways. The LDA01, again, I need to get rid of LDA numbers. They're useless. I'm just going to call it the L01. Well, I can't do that because there's already that. I hate LDA numbers, man. I hate them. I have lots of pet peeves, and that's one of them. I'm grabbing popcorn. This is getting entertaining now. Sergeant Tank, it's always entertaining. Come on now. I love Dustin. He got me into planet tanks. He's always so hyper. If you're ever feeling like sluggish, just watch one of his videos. I will say the LDA 01 definitely has better yellows. But I don't know. Dustin is awesome, just overpriced. Yeah, I mean, he has his 50% off sales every once in a while. Have you watched Ted Judy's Columbia collecting video? Yeah. Yep. Ted Judy, I'm surprised his channel isn't bigger than it is. Have you seen the L-cats they have collected in Peru, unnamed fish? That's what I'm hoping for. I need Dustin's coffee in the morning. Yeah, Ted Judy's live streaming on Facebook now too. I don't know why people live stream on Facebook instead of YouTube. I don't know. I don't really know much about Facebook. I hate Facebook, so maybe I'm missing something there. LDA 01 is also the L2. Okay, I'll call it L2. Wait. Guess I'll have to Google it. L2 Pleco. Okay, yeah, that looks like it. Ted makes good content. It's not the content, it's him. Not everyone is made for YouTube. Highly intelligent guy, though. Yeah. He doesn't do ads either. He does sponsors. And that's a big problem. YouTube is not going to promote your channel if you don't do ads. So that's a big thing, too. KP says he misses Joey's goldfish. Yeah, but come on, really? Goldfish? They're all over YouTube. Facebook is easy to go live right away. YouTube is a real pain to go live at first. I guess. I don't know. Do you have the butterfly Pleco? Yep. I think I have 6 of them. Maybe I should stop buying Plecos and figure out what I got. Like, I need to do inventory on my Plecos. I don't like putting my face on camera much. Hey, if I can put my ugly mug on camera, surely everyone else can too. Bob Ross is the man. No, the Aquarium Livestream information page must have to be a group instead of a page. The page keeps crashing my Facebook. It's probably because you're short and anxious. It's probably because you're the owner of it, and so it loads way more crap when you're the owner of the page. Tank Squad 6 L260s. Why are bristlenose so much easier to breed than others? I mean, I don't know. Why are rabbits way easier to breed? You know? It's just the way they are. Could you imagine how fast the chat would go if King of DIY did a stream? Yes. Have you ever been to Taylor Nicole's Dean live stream? She doesn't have as many subscribers as Joey, but you can't say a word in there, and it's also just a bunch of old pervs, but still, you can't get a comment in anywhere. Bob Ross has been dead for decades. Yep, but everyone knows who he is. That's how much of a pimp that guy was. Oh, something new to Google here. What is this ugly looking fish? That thing's pretty awesome for an ugly looking fish. LOL nerdy. What? Naked and Afraid, they caught and ate a Pleco. Interesting. I've only seen one episode of that show. The only good survival show, in my opinion, is from my favorite Canadian ever. Anyone know who I'm talking about? Says never leave home without your multi-tool. I smoke dope and watch Bob Ross. All right. Is Bob Ross the painter with the curly hair? Yep. Here we go. Les Stroud. Yeah, Les Stroud is the man. That guy is ridiculous. Have you guys seen the episode where he was on, I forget where he was, but it was some Caribbean island, and he started eating leaves and he got super stoned? I found that to be pretty hilarious. Well, forget the Plecos and get some... I see you're talking about native fish. And if they're not native to Washington State, I'm not going to recognize them. That's pretty cool. I still want rainbow darters, though. Bear Grylls. Bear Grylls is a joke. An absolute joke. Do you smoke? I do not smoke. I do not smoke. I do not vape. Definitely will save you some, David. I know. Okay, I have no idea what you're talking about. Just got on here. How long are you going to be streaming for? I'm thinking till 8:30-ish. Breeding rhino plecos? Probably not going to happen. Do I have any info on ghost knives? A little bit. Is there anything specific you wanted to know? Yeah, Bear Grylls is a joke. Yeah, have you guys seen the episode of Bear Grylls where he's like, oh, out in the middle of nowhere, but you can see cars going down the highway in the background? So stupid. You should show us the fish you look up. I would, but then I'd have to like credit every single photographer. The King of DIY says, all right, I'm out, folks. Gotta get back to work. Thanks for having me. Thanks for stopping by, Joey. I really, really appreciate it. Obviously, thanks for the super chats, too. It kind of goes without saying. Finalizing Aquatics also has to go. Oh, I see. So Joey leaves, and now everyone leaves. Wait. Let me get this. Let me get the stats. Okay. I'm watching it. I'm gonna watch like half my stream leave. Jump in the frozen river like Bear Grylls and put it on YouTube. You can hate that river. It probably wasn't even frozen. Night Joey, yeah, that was pretty awesome. He was once running around in the desert looking for water. Yeah, while he was running around, Les Stroud was making his own water. MC Ali, I'm gonna stay, Bob. Yes, I got one person staying. What do you know about the spotted Congo puffer? I know that it's expensive. Oh, Joey's leaving. I'm out. No, I'm leaving because I was told somebody needed me, and somebody has needed me. So I got to go and do homework. Yeah, someone was looking for you earlier on here, Reef, for like an hour. Everything on TV is real except fake news. Hit the like button, guys. Yeah, how many likes are we at? And here, Reef, for like an hour. Guess I should turn that sound off. We're only at 78. We have 150 people and we're only at 78. That's my 15 minutes of fame right there. Tell you what. He was here for way longer than 8 minutes. Do you know who's Steenfott Aquatics? It might have been Andrew Lee. I don't know. Oh, fine. I guess I'll stay. I only came for Joey, but... yeah, Joey outdid you. Actually, Kaz, you got outdone by 2 people. I was only going to go till 8, but I guess I'll go till 8:30. I guess I need to decide on a Pleco right now. Right meow. Okay, let me look at the list one more time. I got my phone. I'm about to text my order in, so I'm looking at the list one more time. Oh, never mind. It's way too late to do that. Okay, I got my email up. I'm going to email this order in. I know some people were saying clown plecos, which are awesome plecos, but I have one, and like those are ones you can get at any time. So James, I was deciding on the L-129, which is the Colombian zebra pleco, or the L-260, which is the Queen Arabesque. You know, I don't think I'm going to get the L260 because I would rather get the L260 from Pleco Barbie, who's going to have way better quality Plecos. Priscilla says, hello, how are the betas? The betas are doing great. That one beta still has that entire 33-gallon long all to himself. And I know everyone says, so here's the funny thing. So everyone will say, oh, betas, they just need a small space, you know, a couple gallons. Anything more than that is a waste, 10 gallons. But I swear this beta will go back and forth the whole 4 feet all day long. You can't tell me that those fish, at least this one, doesn't like all that space. Jordan's Aquarium, good night. Thanks for stopping, Jordan. Just went to the San Diego Zoo and they have a tons of cichlids. They didn't have any cichlids when I was there. Of course, I was there in 94. What's my favorite fish? Rainbow fish or Cyprichromis? Oh, the bomb. The bomb fish keeping and aquascaping. I should put a betta in my 100-gallon. I am going to set up that 240-gallon aquarium in my garage and put one betta in it. He probably enjoys it more because of the duckweed. Yeah, but there's only like a foot of duckweed. To be honest, I think shallow long tanks work the best with bettas. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of their area, right? Small, shallow streams. Charles Fish Tank says, back again, Bob. I downloaded a converter that I can turn my video. Well, I can do that. You didn't need to go through all that trouble. I can convert it to an MP4, no problem. The only thing, I think the file is corrupt. I think that's the problem. I have tickets to go to the zoo. I want to go. I live like 5 minutes from the San Diego Zoo. I was very disappointed with it when I went. Of course, that was, what, 30 years ago? 20 years ago? I don't know. Bob, rainbow darters are not native to Washington. Oh, I know that, native. So if you want some, I could possibly hook you up. Absolutely. I want rainbow darters to go with my rainbow shiners. I bought rainbow shiners specifically to put with rainbow darters. And I know they don't look alike, but they're both rainbows. 20 long? That would be, yeah. L-201 are sweet, yeah. That would be the other one. L-201s are on the list. Okay, let me look at those. I think I have some of those, though, to be honest. I'll have to check my list. Oh, yeah, I do have those. I have 3 of those. L-201s. I have 3 of them. I just remembered. They're in my 50-gallon low boy. Yes, I want Josh 1000100 faces as the background. Charles, when do you think your next stream will be? Yeah, Charles. Good place to buy long fin bristlenose, aquabid, or the wet spot tropical fish, which I'm looking at right now. Let's take a look. Longfin albini bushy nose, $10. Longfin blue eye and sisters, $17. Longfin lemon drop, which is stupid, that's just an albino, is $10. There's no way there's a difference between a lemon drop bristlenose and just an albino bristlenose. Better get a larger tank for that. Yeah. Maybe that'll be like that could be my April Fool's video. Of course, I'm not going to fool any of you now because I just said it. My internet at home is too slow for a stream. What's the deal with that, Charles? The bomb's fish keeping. I'm not too much of a betta expert yet. Sergeant Tank, you better get a larger tank for that betta, Bob. Yeah. Bob, you should get a Pleco from Greg Sage. Albino longfin green dragon Plecos, very high quality. Sorry for repeating this because I don't know if you read it, and they're great fish. No, the fish life. Feel free to repeat it until I read it because I miss a lot. Especially when I'm focused on my other screen over here. Oh wait, we're doing April Fool's videos? I almost waited to release that $1,500 fish unboxing video on April Fool's. Almost. But I was having too much fun with it, and I couldn't wait. I couldn't wait that long. Are you kidding me? I don't have any patience. Teddy Lopez, I would looking to move a group of normal personal Plecos to make space for long fin and super red. Email me. Bob, the new L204 is ignoring all the caves I made for it. Prefers comfort of the sponge filter. That's like most mine. Have I ever had dwarf barracudas? I've never even heard of dwarf barracudas. Get a twig pleco? Yeah, I've had those before. I was thinking the Royal Farlowella, which is kind of a twig. It's not the real one, but I'm not patient. Yeah, I'm not patient either. April Fools. Bob is taking down all his tanks. No, that would be real. I have to take them all down. Sorry, guys. Gotta go. Phone's gonna die. Thanks for stopping by, Michael Hoffman. Well, we only lost about 20 people after Joey left, so that's good. Patience is for nerds. That's not true. Not true at all. I don't see the twig cat on the list though. Just the Royal Farlowella, not the regular Farlowella. Wait, I was looking at the wrong page. Here we go. It would be up here somewhere. I heard they're pretty easy to breed too. It's probably why they're so cheap. Alright, I think I'm going with the 129. Stick with the Hypensistrus because I know I'm good with Hypensistrus. Leprecanthicus is my favorite, but I don't see any I want. I will unsub and tell all my friends mean things about you if you don't reconsider the LDA 01s. Uh-oh. Dank, you can do like 5 or 6 of them. Charles, he was here. Man, it was cool. Wow, what'd he say? You're gonna have to rewatch it. That's why the live chat's here. L-129 is a great choice. Life with Pets. Yeah, see, the thing about the L-129 is it's cheap, so I can get a ton of them, which would be awesome. I'd rather have a ton of L-129s than like 2 of the LDA 01. I turned my nose up at LDA. Charles Fish Tanks, $45 Canadian. Wow, that's a first. R2, how are you? J May, good night, thank you. Canadians don't have rain, they have snow 365 days a year. Hello, Bob. I'd like to know what species of corridors, if any, I could add to my 29-gallon. Oh, stop. Community tank with a single adult female bristlenose plecos. How many would you suggest to add? I would do 6 of almost any corridora, and you'll be okay. Life with Pets. Life with Pets. So I have a video coming out with a product that Life for Pets is selling now. It's the tank divider that some of you may have seen in some of my videos. Yeah, L-239s are sweet. I'm up to 3 of them. Did you have any green terrors? Are you asking me? That's not really a fish I would keep, so nope. Never had them. What is your favorite pump for water changes? Probably the Rio brand because they're cheap and they move a lot of water. And they don't break very often since I seldom use them. I use them like once a week. Should I get Coolie Loaches or Elegans Cories? I would rather get the Cories myself, but that's just me. Re-downloading your home show video now. I don't know why the last one was corrupted. Could an old CPU be the culprit? No. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with this. I re-downloaded it like 3 times too. But I can convert it myself. Aquatic Addict, my life now has meaning. Wow, fish room build. Bob, are the Plecos? Plecos from Greg Sage are kind of cheap for their quality because he says they're easy to breed. $12 for 2 to 3 inch Pleco. Is that the longfin green dragon you were talking about? Because I already got some of those. I'm already breeding them. You tell your buddy to stop making so much noise so you don't have to mute the chat. Yep. Just walked in here with a ton of food. I might have to get a couple more at the LFS. I really like them. Skirt tetras. I like almost all tetras, really. You put 25 of almost any tetra in a tank and they're going to look cool. Luke's Aquatics says, Bob, I'm going to be starting a 40-gallon breeder soon. Any ideas what you're putting in it? Yeah, I was thinking the white because I got a white loner in there. Bob, I sent an email. Heart. You like Apistos with sips? Absolutely not. I like Apistos with rainbow fish. Did you get Uber food? No. No, that's more of like a Friday or Saturday night thing. So maybe this coming weekend. Greg's Plecos are indeed easy to breed. Yeah, I mean they're ancistrous. All ancistrous are pretty easy. Green Dragon. Yeah, I have the Longfin Green Dragon. So have you got Calico, Longfin, Ancistrus? Charles Fish and Flora. I haven't had one for a while, but I used to have them. I really like the Calicos, actually. Most computer problems we come across are not problem in chair, not in computer. Yep. ID 10T errors, right? Any old school computer people in here? ID 10T error. ID 10T error. Nope, looked at both tubes and it looks like I have two females. What was the brand of pump again? Sorry, didn't hear. Rio. Just go to Amazon and look up like Rio 2600. I don't know if that's a current model, but you'll still find what I'm talking about. And obviously, the bigger one you get, the more water it's gonna move. Is the tank behind you running CO2? Yes. I do need to make an order from Greg Sage. I've just been holding off until I redo my fish room, because I really shouldn't be buying any fish, but I kind of have a problem. Neponiensis corridores. Well, right now I would go with Cories over a goby. So any Cory over any goby right now for my fish room. Oh, you have those fish, Bob? They're great. I think mine look awesome. Yeah, I've been breeding those for a while. I'm breeding the longfin green dragons, the super reds, and obviously the normals. I need some calico. I need to find the longfin calicos again. I wish I never would have sold mine. Charles Fish and Flora, catch you later, Bob. Gotta go. Thanks for stopping by. Hopefully my LFS will have them. I know PetSmart does, but you know how that goes. Yep. But look at that goby. I know which goby you're talking about, Matt. I do know a thing or two about gobies, believe it or not. The problem is I don't have any tank really that would be good for a goby right now. However, I have about 30 tanks that would be perfect for corridoras. So if you're asking me what I would have right now, that's it. Bob, I want a super red. Yeah, lots of people do. Bob, if you could create a Pleco, what would it look like? I don't know. There's already so many cool ones. I don't know that I have the imagination to make a better looking Pleco than ones that are already out there. Like Paraplecos. Paraplecos are one of my favorites. The L-75. How many tanks do I own right now, and how many of them are running? So I have about 30 tanks running right now, and probably at least 30 more in my garage. Coral Snake Pleco. Another one I've never heard of. Let's take a look. Oh. Duh. Boy, I am on it tonight. That would be pretty cool. That kind of looks like the L-397 though. Almost. If I want to get an Amazon sword, do I have to get rid of my bristlenose Pleco? Or keep your bristlenose Pleco very well fed? Current Amazonas has list interesting Plecos that might be fun to get a hold of. I would make a zebra Pleco that gets up to 10 feet long, or a whiptail Pleco. 10 feet. If you got a 10-foot Pleco, you could never own it though. What's the fun in that? I have been the worst mod ever. Why? Because your phone works for 1 minute at a time? X-ray Pleco in different colors. Ew. You want dyed Plecos? My PetSmart has less disease fish than my LFS. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of really bad LFSs in the world. Man, we have a really bad one. It's not really an LFS for me because it's like an hour away. But oh, this is like the worst fish store you've ever been to in your life. What is the smallest Pleco? People say the auto sinkless. I would make a Pleco black with a red stripe down the side like a car. Pound King Kaz. You can't be king. You got outdone by the king. How can you be king? You would buy a 20,000 gallon tank for your 10-foot Pleco? That would have to be a lot bigger than 20 gallons, I can tell you that much. 20,000 gallons isn't as big as you would think it is. How many L numbers are there in total? Well, they're in the 400s right now. I think there's, well, yeah, up to 600. So they're up to 600 in the L number, but I don't know if there's 600 of them. The L number just means it's a described species, so yeah, I don't think we know that. There's probably thousands and thousands and thousands of them. I'm a poor king. I spend money on car parts, fish, reptiles, foods, drinks because I'm fat and eat Taco Bell and Burger King daily. Oh, I'm afraid to know how fat I would be if I still ate fast food. Lots are doubles, yeah, lots are triples. That's why they just need to get rid of LDA. There's no reason to have LDA numbers anymore. None. Why is it that zebra plecos are so expensive? Medrano, because they come out of a river. In this river, they're only in like a 2-mile span. It's the only place that they are in the wild. My current Pleco stock is candy stripe, bristlenose, leopard. I don't do L's. You basically have my bucket list of Plecos already. Zebras, leopard frogs, and L-183s. Yeah, I love them. I really do. They're so easy, too. I should do a video of all my Plecos. That would be really hard, though. Yeah, that would probably take like 2 months. I want a blue Pleco, like just a blue colored Pleco, or are you talking about a specific Pleco? Which Pleco species or family group of Plecos are carnivorous as adults? Interesting question. There's a pretty easy way to tell if you see the Pleco if they're either omnivore, carnivore, herbivore. What would a wood eater be? A woodivore? So a carnivore is going to have bigger and fewer teeth, and a herbivore is going to have lots of small teeth, and a wood eater has like 4 teeth. Hey, Dwayne, yep, just look at the mouth and the teeth, yep. See, I know a little something. Dwayne backing up my data, my knowledge. Is there a red and black striped Pleco? Could it be my favorite Pleco, possibly? The L-397? Bob, I'll outdo the king on Thursday after my check is in the account. Don't go broke trying to keep up with the king. He's the king, man. I'm testing you, Bob. Well, this is not the Gobi test. This is the Pleco test. 10 more minutes. 10 more minutes. Cody, just tell them it's a good hobby. Plus, you learn a lot about their ecosystem, and they also have so many benefits from educational to therapy. Yeah. There you go. I'm assuming the question was how to convince your parents. I missed it. Matt DLR, I'm not afraid of anything except being buried alive. Bob, what do you think about the leaving dead fish for the plecos and other fish to eat, but don't have... I don't, but I've seen it in fish stores. I think fish stores do it because they're lazy. I wouldn't leave it in there because I don't want to deal with ammonia spikes. What's a good price for autos? $1.99. $1.99. Maybe $2.99 if you don't have a lot of competition in your area. You are right, Bob, about Corey. Did I say something? Is it true that Plecos can damage acrylic fish tanks? I haven't seen it. The only Pleco you're gonna see on an acrylic tank is probably a herbivore, so they have small teeth. I've never seen a carnivore or a wood eater hang out on the glass before. Maybe the common Pleco, but or the parasites or the disease and dead fish getting in your Plecos. Yeah. When I see dead fish, I take them out immediately. It's never a good idea. Plush Pleco, yeah. I need to talk with John. I need to talk to John and get some plushy Plecos. I just want the zebra one though. How heavily planted should a pea puffer tank be? As heavily planted as you want. I want the whole line of plush Plecos. Yeah. I haven't been to a site in probably a month. Is there like a package deal if you buy all of them? Ooh, Matt DLR, are you begging for a timeout, man? Ooh. Okay, Bob, have to go to bed. You're not even answering questions properly. Okay, Joel. See you later then. Been answering questions this whole time, but whatever. Free is a good price. Free is always a good price. Just make sure they have a great colony of snails and plant cover, but not overgrown. Squid. Squid. Sometimes I just Google random L numbers when I'm bored. Oh, that's a good idea. Now I gotta do it. Four. Del Sol. Okay. L354 Pleco. Hey, I think I got a nice one. Yeah, that's pretty neat. Air pump question. What pump can I get to run 8 to 10 larger sponges? What do you mean larger? Are you talking like the standard 4-inch ones? Or are you talking about the huge, biggest 7-inch ones? In for free fish. I can't wait for the plush Corys. They're doing plush Corys? Man. Any progress on the Benthachromis project? Nope. I'm not going to get Benthachromis until after I redo my fish room. Priscilla, my favorite air pumps besides the Gemco, which would be way too much for you. If it's just the 4-inch ones, just get the biggest Tetra Whisper filter. It'll probably handle it. Well, it also depends how long are your runs going to be. Dwayne Kitchell, I just subscribed to you. Check out my channel and sub if you like. Yeah, Dwayne Kitchell is like the knowledge guru Do I need an air stone if there's barely any surface disturbance in a cherry shrimp tank? I think it's generally a good idea, but if they don't need it, I mean, if it's planted, I would probably do it. What is the size of your BN Pleco breeding cave? I use 1-inch PVC. Bob, I'm just old as fart. Or old as fart. I'm just as old as dirt. Yeah, that means you've been around and you have tons of experience. You're like an owl. If Dwayne brings back that subwasser tang, I need to get some subwasser tang. After seeing Rob's Lup Diesel's subwasser tang, I need to get some. Fastest way to grow out Pleco fries, lots of food and lots of water changes. Like lots of water, like daily water changes. Have a look at the L-129. They look good. Yeah, just so happens that's my favorite. Check out Mark's shrimp tanks. Yeah, Mark's shrimp tank is blowing up right now. He's doing really well. A little tired there, Bob. Yeah, it was a long, hard day at work. I'm making plush bettas as soon as my hand heals. You better hurry up. Everyone's gonna start jumping on this plushie train. Mark Shrimp Tank sells subwasser tang? How? He couldn't sell it to me because he's halfway across the world from me. So that's not gonna work for most of the people here. Why are you redoing your fish room? I'm redoing my fish room because a lot of the tanks that are in my garage I want in my fish room. So like the 240 gallon tank, the only way to get that in there is by moving other tanks out. Same with the 120 gallon, same with the 125 gallon that are in my garage. Just quit your job and make YouTube a full-time job. Well, maybe if I was on the King's level. Mark Shrimp Tanks sold out, always trying to sell you on something these days. Hey, he's just trying to make a living, man. Rob Pigs Aquarium, thanks guys. I'm here to help Bob, not steal subs. There's no such thing as stealing subs. Anyone who says people are stealing subs are just too paranoid. I bought some subwasser tank from Mark, got it today. Is he shipping that internationally? I think I kind of hit a high note there. I think I got a little excited. Seriously, Bob and Dwayne, have you ever picked up and turned over a spiny, sharp, bony Pleco just to check its teeth? If I was out collecting fish, I would. Absolutely. Or as Dwayne obviously points out, how about just waiting until they're on the glass? They also sleep upside down, so... Yes, shipping international Norway to USA. I've only bought I've only bought plants internationally twice, and it was a disaster every time. So I'm glad that he's having success with it. He definitely deserves it. Texas Tank, I had a long day of telling people to turn off their computers and turning them back on. Hey man, we all gotta pay our dues. I did that for 2 years. Probably the worst 2 years of my life. Filthy Phil, what's up, Bob? I got a bit of this aquarium co-op for the first time today. I want an MBU and a Maboo puffer so bad. Yeah, they're nice. Look up the L-418. I'll be honest, Filthy Phil, I didn't even know you were local. Is that bad? Oh, that's the Panac? Yeah. The Royal Pleco. Yeah, that's a Pleco I'll never have. How old are your breeding Super Reds? How old were they when they first started breeding? I have no idea how to know that. I know you could like start counting gill plates and crap like that, but I have no idea. Sorry. I can tell you the size that I got them at 2.5 inches, and they started breeding at about 4 inches. Yep, ID10 errors. ID10T errors. Do you get the people that call you and tell you their computer's not working when their monitor's not turned on? And then they say, but the box is lit up. Yeah, your computer is on, but you have to turn on the monitor too. Caitlin Fisher, it's 11:30 p.m. here. Oh, that means it's 8:30 here, and it's time to go. I have to hit the hey, have a great night, Bob, and the rest of the live stream crew. Is H2O plants a good place to buy Java moss? I should probably buy plants from him one of these days. I've never bought from him, so I cannot confirm or deny the quality of his Java moss. I can tell you, if he's growing it and selling it out of his tanks, then it's going to be pretty good. How long did it take for your star sapphires to chip up? Mine grow slower than frontoses. Yeah, they're super slow growers, but I bought mine at 3 inches. And so it didn't take them long to start getting their first specks. Probably about 6 months after I bought them. Thanks for the stream, Bob. Get L260s. I think I'm sold. If I could get 260s for $25, Dwayne, I'd probably buy like 10 of them. But I think I'm going with the L-129. Colombian Zebra Pleco. I got flame moss from H2O. I don't know what video to make next. I'm an IT manager, so I can relate. Oh gosh. Yeah, I remember when I graduated, and like the only jobs I could get were like call center jobs. I was like, are you kidding me? I just got a degree for this, and then one of my professors was like, everyone has to pay their dues. That's where everyone starts. I was like, what a waste. Is there an easy way to get moss to carpet? It's gonna take forever. It's easy, but it's gonna take forever. Oh yeah, I forgot. Alright everyone, I gotta go. So next live stream I'll probably do this Thursday at 5 o'clock before John. That kind of been my thing the last couple weeks. So look for me on Thursday, 5 p.m. Pacific. And I'm going with the L-129 Plecos. I'll get at least 6 of them. And Wednesday's video is going to be bettas, guppies, and life with pets. And I think that's it for now. Bob, why won't you stay with me? Because you are all I need. Well, too late to suck up now. I'm just kidding. Alright guys, I gotta go to bed. Well, I gotta spend about an hour taking care of my fish, feeding and that sort of thing, and then I'm going to bed. So thanks for hanging out. Thanks for the super chats. Always helpful, and I will see everyone Thursday